I ended up building an automation that creates LinkedIn posts, complete with spot-on graphics, just by dropping in your idea. You give it the concept, and it handles the visuals and post content, all in one go. Super handy for speeding up your content workflow. For this one, I just typed in Amazon KDP, and check out the graphics it generated. It looks insanely professional and actually lines up perfectly with the stats in the post. Honestly, it's the kind of thing you'd expect a designer to spend hours on. And for this one, I just threw in the prompt front-end versus back-end developer in cartoon style, and it came up with this. It's awesome. The style totally nails it, and people really loved it. Definitely one of those posts that grabs attention right away. So a few weeks back, when ChatGPT dropped their image generation model, you probably saw a flood of wild, creative artwork all over social media. And yeah, I definitely jumped in and had some fun with it too. But then I started thinking, how could this actually help a marketing team save time? What really stood out is that this model can actually spell words properly. No more weird, mangled text in images. And that alone opens up a whole new world of possibilities for quick, high-quality visuals that are actually usable in real-world campaigns. Here's a quick example. I gave it a one-sentence prompt, and it instantly generated a poster that looks surprisingly good. Up until now, we had to do all of this inside ChatGPT itself. But with the API now available, we can finally automate the whole thing and save hours of work. So, in today's video, I'm going to show you an automation that takes a simple idea and turns it into a fully researched LinkedIn post with a custom graphic. We'll walk through how to set up the HTTP request to OpenAI's image generation model step by step. And the best part? You can download the full automation template for free, use it as is to start posting on LinkedIn, or build on top of it to fit into your own marketing workflow. Either way, it's a huge time saver. All right, let's do a quick live run of the workflow, and then I'll break down exactly how to set up the API call step by step. Quick heads up though, I'm not actually posting this to LinkedIn right now. You totally could, but in this demo, I'm just sending the post and the image as an email to myself instead. So here's what's happening. The workflow kicks off with a form submission. When I hit test workflow, a form pops up asking for a few things. Your email, so it can send the results, the topic of the post, and an optional target audience. That last one's handy if you want to tailor the tone or content of the post to a specific group. All right, the form's up and waiting. So I'll go ahead and enter my email, set the topic to morning versus night people, and for the target audience, I'll put working adults. Hit submit, close the form, and now you'll see the LinkedIn post agent kicking into gear. It's using Tavi here to handle the research and draft the post. Once that's done, it passes everything over to the image prompt agent. That agent reads the post and builds a custom prompt for OpenAI's image generator. And as you can see, it's doing that right now. The image comes back as a base 64 string, which we then convert to binary so it can be used as an actual attachment, either to post on LinkedIn or to send via email. We'll break down each of these steps in just a bit, but let's wait and see how the results turn out first. All right, everything just wrapped up, so let me jump over to my email real quick. And there it is. The LinkedIn post just landed in my inbox, complete with the image attachment. Are you a morning lark or a night owl? I'm not going to dive into the full post right now, but let's check out the image we got. I mean, this is insane. It's a seriously good-looking graphic. Now that we've seen what it can do, let's break down exactly how this all works behind the scenes. We're going to start off with the LinkedIn post agent. All we're doing is we're feeding in two things from the form submission, which was what is the topic of the post, as well as who's the target audience. So right here you can see morning versus night people and working adults. And then we move into the actual system prompt, which I'm not going to read through this entire thing. If you download the template, the prompt will be in there for you to look at. But basically, I told it, you are an AI agent specialized in creating professional, educational, and engaging LinkedIn posts based on a topic provided by the user. We told it that it has a tool called Tavali that it will use to search the web and gather accurate information, and that the post should be written to appeal to the provided target audience, and then basically just some more information about how to structure the post, what it should output. and then an example, which is basically you receive a topic, you search the web, you draft the post, and you format it with source citations, clean structure, optional hashtags, and a call to action at the end. And as you can see, what it outputs is a super clean LinkedIn post right here. So what's happening here is we're passing the output from one agent directly into the next. And just a heads up, both agents are running on ChatGPT 4.1 via OpenRouter. But before we dive into the image prompt agent, let's take a quick look at what's going on down here. First, there's the chat model config. This is shared by both the LinkedIn post agent and the image prompt agent. All you need to do is grab an API key from OpenRouter, and from there you can choose from a bunch of different models. I'm using GPT 4.1 here. Then we've got the Tavali research tool that the LinkedIn agent uses. This one sends a post request using the HTTP request node straight to the Tavali endpoint. This is usually where things start to feel a bit overwhelming, especially when digging through API docs. But don't worry, I'll walk you through how to set it up without getting lost in the weeds. So Tavali is basically a tool that lets your LLM connect to the web. It's great for real-time search, and the plan I'm using gives you 1,000 free searches per month, which is more than enough to get started. Once you've signed up and grabbed your API key, it's super simple. I just used Tavi's search endpoint with a post request, and you can see here we've got a standard setup: the endpoint, the method, and an authorization header. This is pretty much the same format we'll use later when setting up the request to OpenAI's image generation API, so I won't go too deep into it now. If you download the template, you'll just need to plug in your Tavi API key and you're good to go. The main thing to note here is that we're using a placeholder in the request. In this case, left curly bracket search term right curly bracket, and that gets dynamically filled in by the model. So when we submitted the form earlier with the topic morning versus night people, the model auto-filled the search term with something like latest research on productivity, morning people versus night people. Tavi then runs that query, grabs the results, and feeds the info back into the LinkedIn post agent, which writes the full post. From there, that post is passed straight into the next agent, the image prompt agent. All it has to do is read the post and generate a solid prompt based on it. You can see that happening here. We pass in the post as context and give it a simple instruction in the system message. Turn this into an image prompt. This one is a little bit longer. Not too bad though. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but essentially we're telling it that it's going to be an AI agent that transforms a LinkedIn post into a visual image prompt for a text-to-image AI generation model. So we told it to read the post, identify the message, identify the takeaways, and then create a compelling graphic prompt that can be used with a text-to-image generator. We gave it some output instructions like, if there's numbers, try to work those into the prompt. You can use, text charts, icons, shapes, overlays, anything like that. And then the very bottom here, we just gave it sort of like an example prompt format. And you can see what it spits out is an image prompt. Now we're going to take that image prompt and feed it into an HTTP request to OpenAI. Let's quickly pop over to OpenAI's docs. This is where you'll find everything about their image API. You can generate images, edit them, transform existing ones. There's a lot you can do. From creative visuals to meme-style posts with text, it really opens the door for things like high-quality posters and branded graphics with actual readable words, which is something a lot of AI models have struggled with until now. Your OpenAI account for API access is separate from your ChatGPT account. So when you're ready to start making API calls, you'll need to add billing details in your OpenAI account. Also, make sure your organization is verified. It's required to access this image generation model via API. It took me like 2 minutes. Just submit a valid ID, wait for it to verify you're human, and you're in. If you skip this step, you'll probably hit an error when trying to make the request. All right, next you'll want to head over to the API documentation. I'll have the link down in the description for you. This is where you'll see exactly how to create an image using OpenAI's API inside N8N. We're going to dive deeper into this doc a bit later in the video when I walk you through the full step-by-step setup. But for now, just know we're using the image creation endpoint. Here's the URL: It's a simple post request, and you'll need to configure a few things. The prompt in the body, that's the image prompt from earlier, your OpenAI API key for authorization. Optional stuff like image size, the model, and a few other settings. Once that's all plugged in, you're ready to generate custom visuals on the fly. So here you can see I'm sending a post request to the image generation endpoint. In the headers, I've added my API key, but don't worry, I'll show you a cleaner way to manage that later in the video. For the body, we're saying, use the GPT image model. Here's the prompt we pulled in from the image prompt agent, and for the image size, we just went with the default, 1024 by 1024, a nice, clean square. Now here's the interesting part. What we get back is this massive base 64 string, like huge. It even froze my screen for a second there. But yeah, that's your image data. The next step is converting that base 64 string into binary, which gives us an actual image file we can work with. And as you can see, once that's done, we've got the full image ready to go, right here. At this point, all you've got to do is activate the LinkedIn node and drag the image right in there. Or just do what I did. I'm keeping it simple and sending the post with the image to my email instead. If you want to see a more advanced version of this LinkedIn posting flow, something even more robust and automated, let me know in the comments. I'm thinking of a human-in-the-middle setup, where the post gets sent to you on WhatsApp for quick approval, and once you give the green light, it auto-posts to LinkedIn. Could be a game changer for teams who want speed and control. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you found this helpful or just enjoyed the walkthrough, go ahead and give it a like. It really helps me out. And as always, I appreciate you sticking around till the end. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.